Hello everyone, welcome to Tarot on Purpose. This reading is the follow-up to the Pile 4 reading that I did with the overall message asking Spirit for information on the number 222. If you watch that pile, you know that the energy of it was really different and took me a little while to have the message come together, and it was a really cool message that came through, and I wanted to just sit with that energy more. So I ended that reading and I placed everything from that reading, the Pile 4 reading, in this pouch here, and have been reflecting on that reading and what it means. And so I haven't opened this yet since I closed that reading and after my initial reflection on it. So we're going to be opening this pouch together that has all the cards and stones from Pile 4 in it. And then I have an idea of what's going to happen next, but who knows, right? Because I had a plan when I started Pile 4 of that 222 reading, and it became its own thing. Before we open the pouch, I'm going to walk you through kind of what has come from my reflection and how I've set up this space. For the main messages that I took away during the reading and after some reflection, of course, we had our cat fairy dragon come out as kind of either something we invented or something that came through to speak with us during that reading. So these cards are the cards aligned with that cat fairy dragon energy. We have the Mystical Cats Tarot. The Hummingbird Wisdom Oracle came out as the fairy energy when I was searching for the fairy energy in my collection of decks. This Hummingbird Wisdom came out. And then we have the Dragon Oracle cards for the dragon part of that. During the collective reading and some of the readings for that 222 message, it came out very strongly that if feathers and 222 were seen together, that it was spirit, universe, really reinforcing whatever was going on at that moment. So we have the Divine Feathers deck. I shuffled these, and I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do with that yet. And then the other part of the reading, the main message that came through of that reading was that you are a core part of the universe. As in, you have within you the same thing that makes up the core of the universe, the world, earth, the ether, etc. Whatever this is that we're existing in, you are part of that core, and part of that core is within you. And the message coming through in that reading was really spirit and universe wanting you to tap into that universal spiritual energy, because you're able to understand and receive messages. And something else I couldn't really explain, but basically they wanted you to tap into that energy and then share it with other people, share it with the world for whatever purpose. So these cards over here are for helping us tap into your higher self, the consciousness of the spirit, and grounding that to earth. And then also about tapping into what may be part of your life purpose here. The Celtic Astrology Oracle is really neat matchup for this because it gives a tree energy for matching up with kind of an archetype, and then an animal ally that goes with it. And if you watch that 222 reading, you know that the animal spirits just made their way into that reading without me planning it, and it became a really important part of that reading. So this is a really nice matchup for this reading. And then if I am going to do a reading, and then this is the Higher Self Oracle and the Conscious Spirit Oracle. And this Conscious Spirit Oracle is the creator made it with the intention of helping awaken the spirit and rekindle the connection between the cosmos and the earth. So we'll be able to tap into your higher self, hopefully, and also that universal spiritual energy and help ground it. So, of course, I had a sage during that reading, so the white sage has made another appearance here. I almost did a dragon blood sage because of the cat fairy dragon energy that came through, but this white sage was like, no, it's me. I'm the one. So I'll just let this go as I'm going through the rest of this. And then because I use the Sacred Bee Tarot for that reading, I have the natural honey beeswax candle that I usually have, and it's with the Himalayan salt holder for purifying and cleansing. This candle here, over here, is actually a magic bookstore candle that I got in a subscription box that I have, and I usually don't use candles that have such a strong smell, but this one just, especially because of that cat fairy dragon energy that came through, it was just like matched with the idea of walking into a magical bookstore and all the things that you experience with that. So that is not yet overpowering anything with the smell, but it does have within it, this is the candle holder, or the top of the lid that came with it. It has Nag Champa, dragon's blood, jasmine, blood orange, and patchouli in there. And then I have really been called to use the labradorite that I have with this reading. I put together a little bit of information on labradorite and why I matched it up with this reading. If you haven't seen it before, I'll show you this raw one because you can really see how it has all different colors, iridescent colors within it there. How you can't really see it until you turn it at the right angle. And it's just really beautiful. And you can see some of those colors coming through in the more polished ones that I have sitting there. Labradorite is said to be a dreamer stone that helps us access a portal to the higher realms of wisdom and connect us to the divine and universal energies, and also help us uncover parts of our subconscious and then become someone who we're destined to be. There was a part of the reading in the pile 4 222 reading where a really strong passion card came out that said be open to following your passion and purpose. So that's where the life purpose energy is coming in here, and I'm hoping to get something here that'll help explain a little bit more about that. The labradorite also helps cleanse and purify our aura and our chakras, and then leads to boosting our psychic abilities, becoming more confident, strong, and perseverant to take action, express ourselves, harness our imagination, follow our inspiration, and tap into our creativity. And then it also says that labradorite can act as a guide during spiritual transformation because it grounds spiritual energies, helps shed new light and color on things, and bring about synchronicities and signs that'll help you during your spiritual transformation. So since the feathers and 222 were the reading that kind of generated this follow-on reading, that is really good, asking labradorite to come through here to help us manifest those synchronicities and signs that'll help be our guide. So let's go ahead and open this pouch that has the pile 4 beautiful little pouch there, meditative pouch. So let's see. I have left the cards together. I have the whole Sacred Bee tarot in here, the guidebook, the oracle cards and cards that came out here, and then the rest of the Sacred Bee, Journey of the Sacred Bee tarot deck. Let's put those together for now. Oh, really? I haven't even got the 4 right. Okay. So this one wants to Judgment number 20. It says it just wanted to be flipped over for right now and not really talk about it. So, okay, so let's get the fluorite out. So if you watch the pile, there's the little guy. If you watch the pile 4 reading from that 222 message, you'll remember these 4 fluorites that came through talking about helping us make clear decisions and come to an understanding about what love and abundance truly means for us. So these are the 4 that we used during that reading. And remember, the purple and green was really coming through strongly. How's that? Just kind of dumped you guys. Do you want to be spun a little? What's up? This purple, of course, is like, don't forget about me. There we go. That's beautiful. Yes. There. Yes, okay. So nothing else in the pouch. I'll set you aside now. Thanks for keeping that energy safe. Cool little double bun girl pouch. All right, so these are the cards that came out in that reading. And they've been sitting in there. So what are we doing, Spirit? What are we doing to tap back into this energy? So if we can, let's shuffle. Yeah, there's the cat fairy dragon. Know that you belong, right? This is what caused this whole cat fairy dragon energy to come about, was this card coming out towards the end of the reading. And just because that reading was saying you're so unique, so magical, when I saw this card, I said, it's a cat fairy dragon. And if it's not a thing, we've invented it. Just notice these little daisy-like flowers here. Didn't notice that in the initial reading, so that's a little bit of a additional message coming through. And then this one, yeah, the interference card, that one was the one that started the reading off after I even did, I think, 1 or 2 oracle cards, and then tarot was like, you need to take me, and this interference card came out there reminding us that there's all kinds of interference that we deal with in our daily lives, internally and externally, positively and negatively. What? Okay, the 7 of Wands, fight for what you believe in. And the 2 of Swords with peace. Yeah, that was the decision making. And the purple and green, I love I love how these are all coming out first. Thanks, Spirit. I appreciate you being here with me. So we've got the purple and green ones coming through that reminded me really of that fluorite energy about decision making and coming to an understanding about what love and abundance means for you. Well, okay. So these ones are saying they've kind of said what they wanted to say for now. Okay. And so the awareness card. Pay attention to the subtleties, look with new eyes. There are signs and omens everywhere. Yes. Okay. In that reading, this came out in a different order than I had intended, and it really matched up well with that card that talked about higher or hidden worlds and tapping into illumination and enlightenment and awakening. And then this awareness card came out and just really let me know that we were dealing with something really, really unique, really highly spiritual. And then, of course, the animal spirit. Oh, there's 3. They were really playing a significant role. Sorry, cat fairy. So the ones that came out again The wasp spirit, sometimes life stings, number 64 reduces to 10. You can take the 1 or 0s out of that. Yeah, life gives us challenges, especially, okay, Feather, give us some space here, huh? Especially the idea of interference. Life stings sometimes. We don't always have a plan that goes without interruption, especially that reading didn't go the way I planned, and it was okay because it ended up being way more awesomer, that's a word, than I could have ever designed on my own. And then the final animal spirit, oh, nope, there's 2. Yep, the coyote spirit, that was part of that passion card that said basically be open to living and experiencing your true passion and purpose. Number 16 reduces to 7, divine connection there. 16 in tarot would be the Tower card, so that talks about change and transformation as well. Not bringing any negative information here, but just got a little bit of a spine feeling in the middle of my spine that was kind of like, yeah, change and transformation may be sudden, but don't worry about it because we got you. Yeah, and remember the trust in divine detours. Yeah. Okay. So that, yes, okay. Changes may be coming for us. And I almost said pile 4, but changes may be coming for us. Trust in them. Trust in what seems like interference. Trust in things that are changing, sudden things that come up. Not necessarily that you have to follow exactly what that change is saying, but just know that something about that change is meant to be. Something about sudden actions is meant to be. Sudden occurrences is meant to be. And it's a transformative energy coming in. Oh, yeah, there's this feeling in my spine again. So making me sit up straight, watching my posture, being ready to receive from spirit. That's the energy this coyote is bringing. Oh, yeah. And then the bee spirit, sweet results await, number 7. Look at that. 16 reduces to 7, and the bee spirit, number 7, came out. Sweet results await. And of course, we were using that sacred journey of the sacred bee tarot. So are you guys done? Yeah, okay. So they said what they wanted to say. So I am going to set them further aside. And let's get these 7-7 leading our reading here. And Judgment says, talk about me now. So number 20. I have heard some readers talk about the Judgment card in terms of helping us understand life purpose as well. Like if you think of a Judgment Day, the evaluation and review of our lives, have we done what we wanted to? Bringing in red energy here wasn't too prevalent in the initial reading. We do have this red here, part of a lotus flower, but with some kind of, yeah, these two are going together today. Some kind of, I don't know what this is down here, this, where this red is coming through. I don't know if that's just bolstering the lotus. It looks a little bit like a cocoon if you look at it there, like a cocoon before the caterpillar turns into the butterfly, or the stage in between, transformation to your life purpose and what you actually want to do and what you want to be remembered for. We had the word, nope, sorry, that was a different reading. The word legacy came out in a different reading that I did, but not related to this one, but what you want to be remembered for. your life purpose, paying attention to signs for greater awareness. Let's see from the guidebook here on that Two of Swords, this peace card here, equivalent to the Two of Swords in a traditional tarot with Libra and Moon energy, decision-making and choices. The guidebook for this Two of Swords card says, know that the answer is there somewhere and you can accomplish this uncertain time through acceptance. It doesn't specifically talk about what this is, but oh yeah, there it is. Okay, yep, it's a cocoon, chrysalis, before turning into the moth or the butterfly. Look at this right here. There's the moth or the butterfly. Yeah, transformation, uncertain times, but accepting. Yeah, okay, so this may be uncertain time for us right now, but it's telling us it's confirming the idea of transformation that didn't come through in the initial reading from this card specifically. It's coming through now. The idea of uncertainty, if you think about the caterpillar, like going into this cocoon stage and not really certain about what it's going to come out and be like, but because the rest of us know how the process works, we know it's coming out as a beautiful moth or a butterfly, but it doesn't necessarily know it when it's going into that. So a little bit of an analogy there for you to view yourself as being in that cocoon right now. Sweet results await when you come out of there. This is so cool, pile 4 from the previous reading, or whoever's watching now. I keep saying that because that's what started this energy. So we just talked about how this card spoke about acceptance, and the other one that wanted to be flipped right away is judgment. And in the guidebook, look at this practice. Recommended practice is remembering that acceptance of all things allows for evolution to a higher consciousness. Welcome transformation and leave judgment of the past behind. That is so beautiful, especially how the cocoon turning into the caterpillar, going into cocoon stage to turn into a butterfly or a moth, is on this card, and then this judgment card coming out to remind us that transformation is part of the evolutionary process to a higher state of consciousness. And that was really, really, really what inspired me to find these other cards, hopefully to do an additional reading for you. Definitely was a key part of that pile 4 reading. This is so cool. Yes, definitely getting chills here. This is a progression. This is the progression that Spirit wants us to know about right now. This is what's the purpose of saving this energy was. Right here is these 2 cards together. So I wish I had something to leave them up here so that you could see them while I read from the guidebook, because the guidebook just says it all. So, yeah, I almost was going to put them together, but they're like, no, leave us here. So think about that, so this is the first card, talking about the transformation that you're going through, and then this is the judgment and awakening card. So before I read this, here is what I'm going to be reading to you. If you want to screenshot it. There you go. So I already read you the practice there, and then it says, this is why I think it's a progression. Feeling a new energy, the bee feels awakened and hears a call from Spirit to reflect back on her life, confront motives, and take responsibility for actions. She faces those she had wronged with no excuses and finds a new freedom in leaving the past behind. I would add to that, she faces those who have wronged her as well. It's a two-way street there. The guidebook continues. She transforms into an evolved being with an enhanced form and prepares for the next chapter in her life. beautiful. That's what Spirit wanted us to carry through from that initial pile 4 of the 222 reading. Yes, the guidebook continues that this could indicate a wake-up call, which explains why this tower energy from this coyote spirit came through. Trust in divine detours, it says. Fight for what you believe in. This is just beautiful. Yes, yes, yes. The cat fairy dragon is looking a little bit like, remember me over here, I haven't forgotten about you, babe, there. He's like, I started this thing. Don't forget about me. I got you, babe. The wake-up call, a transformation from one state to another, crossing a threshold, and accepting the implications that come with that rebirth, reawakening, resurrection. That is so beautiful. So that in and of itself is a great, great message. If you had watched pile 4 and were wondering what more could be said about that just came through with these cards that came out again, and this new beautiful judgment card coming through there. This looks like a red poppy to me. Don't quote me on that, but there are some cultures that use the red poppy to remember their ancestors at memorials. So ancestor knowledge coming through here. Beautiful, beautiful. You can't see it because of my setup here, but look at, oh, don't spill the wax. Look at this in the corner here. The little star is really shining brightly at me. I don't know if you can see that, and I don't want to spill, but star energy coming through. The number 17 card in tarot. Hopes, there's another star in there. Hopes and dreams, wishes coming true, fulfilling your life purpose is the star card in tarot. All right. One more thing before I end this and figure out what's next. This top feather says flip me over, and it looks like this, and it's a blackbird feather. Says the magical and unique qualities of your untapped potential are unfolding now. Beautiful. The magical and unique qualities of your untapped potential are unfolding now. You are magical. You are unique. You're the cat fairy dragon. You're magical. You have untapped potential. And this reading is going to help us continue learning about that. Either learning about that or figuring out something about the process that will help us learn about that. Yeah, two things may be coming out. So are we doing a pick a card after this? About life purpose or how to find your path? I'm hearing the pick a card that's going to follow this one is going to be information from Spirit and Universe about your journey to your life purpose. Information on the journey towards your life purpose is what the pick a card is going to be. Knowing that you have magical and unique qualities that are untapped, and it's unfolding now, and Spirit wants to tell you about it. Yes, and the universe. It wants me to say both, Spirit and Universe, both of them. Yes, okay. So let's figure out how we're going to do the pick a card reading. Yeah, I'm going to set that up and I will be right back, and then I'll show you how the pick a card's going to follow. If you're not going to go on to the next pick a card, thank you for watching this portion. I hope this follow-up to pile 4 of the 222 reading was helpful for you. It's super, super cool, strong energy, and I don't know still exactly all that's going on with it, but that makes it almost more fun and exciting. And yes, a transformational stage, waiting for this guy to fly. Remember, this is you, those that came to this reading. This is you in this process right now. The cocoon stage to the butterfly stage. I know bees don't come out of cocoons, probably a larva of some kind, but anyway, This is you, cocoon to emerging as a awakened being. A butterfly, a bee, a moth. Beautiful. Okay. If you're not going to stay for the pick a card reading, thank you for spending time with me. I hope this portion was helpful and added on to anything that you felt was missing. And I hope to see you again in a future reading.